if you get the question like false position, that's nothing but the regular falsy method. If I'm getting negative, what I want to do? I want to replace A by the current value. So when I'm going to stop this substitution, when I get two alternative sign, that is positive and negative or negative and positive. Hello to all, a warm welcome to my new session on roots of equation. I'm your Revati ma'am, faculty from the Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram, first grade college, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. So dear student, before going to start my today's session, let me to recall the topic what I have discussed in my previous session of this unit. So I started with bisection method. So what is the formula? I have half A plus B. And by using this formula, we solved some example problems. Now, along with that, I have discussed regular falsy method. So what is the formula? A into f of b minus b into f of a whole divided by f of b minus f of a, that is equal to x1. So dear student, you have to remember this formula. First, you have to find out what is a, then you have to find out what is f of b. Similarly, you have to find out what is b and you have to find out what is f of a. By using this formula, we solved some of the example questions. But once again, in my today's session, I'm going to deal with regular falsy method or false position method. That means I'm going to solve few more example questions. Now, what is my first question? That is, compute the real root of x log x base 10 minus 1.2 equal to 0 by the method of false position. So dear student, if you get the question like false position, that's nothing but the regular falsy method. And carry out 3 iteration. How many iteration I want to carry out? That is only 3. Now, if I say this question, I have the equation as well as I have the iteration. But what about roots? In the question, they did not mention about the roots. If they did not mention, what I want to do here, I want to use trial and error method to find out the roots of an equation. So what I will do, I will start substituting x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n. So when I'm going to stop this substitution, when I get two alternative sign, that is positive and negative or negative and positive. In that time, I'm going to stop the substitution, and where I got negative and positive value, that is my root. Now, let me to solve this question. So what I want to do, first I'm going to write solution, then I'm going to write the equation in the form of f of x. I'll write f of x equal to x log x base 10 minus 1.2. Now what I want to do, put x equal to 0. So 0 log base 10, 0 minus 1.2. So I'm going to get the mathematical error. So what I will do, I'm going to start directly x equal to 1. And when x equal to 1, 1 log 1 base 10 minus 1.2. Okay, I'm going to get some negative answer. Now, what I will do, I'm going to increment x by 1. Now, x equal to 2. Once I substitute, once again, I'll get negative answer. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to increment x by 1. So, now x is 3. When I substitute 3, then I'm going to get the answer 0.23, which is positive number, and this is my negative number. Now, where the root lies between 2 and 3. So, the root lies between 2 and 3. But in regular falsy method, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 up to 3. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from 2.1, 2.2 up to 3. And when I start substituting 2.1 in my equation, I'll get negative answer. Even 2.2, I'll get negative. 2.3, I'll get negative. Even if I consider 2.6, I'm going to get negative answer. And when I substitute x equal to 2.7, so I'll get the negative answer. In the next time, I'll substitute x equal to 2.8. And when I substitute 2.8 in the given equation, I'm going to get the positive answer. So now I got two alternative signs, that is one negative and one positive. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the substitution and I'm going to write the statement that the root lies in 2.7 and 2.8. That means whatever the root I'm going to get, that lies between 2.7 and 2.8. Now, in my first iteration, what is my A? That is nothing but the first root. So, what is first root? That is 2.7. What is B? 2.8. When I substituted f of 2.7, I got negative answer. So, that is nothing but my f of A. And what about f of B? When I substituted 2.8, I got some positive value and that is my f of B. Now what I want to do, I want to substitute this in my formula. So what I did, I substituted. After substituting, when I performed the calculation, I got the answer 2.740. So, I got the answer 2.740. Now, what I'm going to do? I'm going to substitute this formula in my equation. So, in my second iteration, what I'm going to do? I'm going to substitute the answer in my f of x. That's nothing but the equation. So, after substituting, what I got once again negative value. And in our bisection formula, we made some adjustment. And what kind of adjustment? If f of x1 greater than 0, that's nothing but positive number. So what I want to do? I want to keep A as it is and I'm going to modify B. That is, instead of writing B, I'm going to consider x1. Then, if f of x1 less than 0, It is nothing but negative number. So what I want to do? I'm going to replace A by x1 and B remains as it is. Now, I'm going to apply same condition here itself. Now, see here, I have got some negative sign. So, if I get some negative sign, what I want to do? I want to replace A by X. So, this is my A and this is my B. Previously, what is my A value? A equal to 2.7. Now, I got some negative answer. So, what I want to do? I want to replace A by X. Instead of writing 2.7, so what I'm going to do? I'm going to write 2.7404. Now, once again, I'm going to write A value, B value as well as f of A and f of B. So, what is f of A? There is nothing but 2.7404. And what about B? That is my previous B. What is previous B? There is nothing but 2.8. Now, what is my f of A? That is when I substitute A equal to 2.7404, whatever the answer I got, that is nothing but my f of A. And what about f of B? That is my previous f of B. Now, once again, I'm going to substitute this one in my formula. And after substituting, I got the answer 2.7406. So, I got 2.7406. Now, in my third iteration, what I'm going to do? I'm going to substitute this answer in my equation. And when I substitute this answer in my equation, once again, I got negative answer. So, I got negative. If I'm getting negative, what I want to do? I want to replace A by the current value. So, what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace A by the present value. Now, B remains as it is. Now, once again, I'm going to write what is A, what is B, what is f of A and what is f of B. So, dear student, here f of B remains as it is. I'm just modifying f of A. So, what is f of A? That is nothing but my answer. Now, once again, I'm going to substitute this one in my regular falsy formula. After substituting, I got the answer 2.7406. And when I want to stop the iteration, when I perform third iteration, I want to stop because in the question they have given that when I reach third iteration, I want to stop. So, even if I consider 3 decimal place, see here, I am getting 2.740. Here also, I am getting 2.740. So, I can able to stop the iteration. Now, comparing x2 and x3, we have the same value up to the place of 4 decimal. So, first decimal, second, third and fourth. So, same value I am getting. So, I can able to stop the iteration. I am going to have my another question, that is, find the approximate value of the real root of the equation. And what's the equation here? X cube minus 3x plus 4 equal to 0 using the method of false position. That's nothing but regular falsy method, and carry out up to 3 iteration or third iteration. Now, what is my first step? I want to represent the given equation in the form of f of x. Now, dear students, see here, if I start substituting x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, I'm going to get only positive answer. That means I'm going to end up with positive value. So I won't get any alternative sign. When I substitute all positive value in x, that is x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, I'm going to get all positive answer. You can cross check. Okay, so x equal to 0, I got 0 cube minus 3 into 0 plus 4. So I got 4. Now when x equal to 1, 1 minus 3 plus 4. So I got 2. Next time, x equal to 2. 8 minus 6 plus 4. Once again, I got 6. That means each time I'm getting only positive answer. So what I'm going to do, instead of writing x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, what I'm going to do, x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 3. That means I'm going to substitute negative value. And dear student, when my x equal to minus 1, I got the answer positive 6. Now, in the next time, I'm going to substitute minus 2. That is, when my x equal to minus 2, I got the answer 2. Now, when my x value equal to minus 3, I got minus 14. So, dear student, I got two alternatives answer. That is, one is positive and one is negative. Therefore, the real root lies between minus 3 and minus 2. So, I am going to write the real root lies between minus 3 and minus 2. Now, what I am going to do? I am going to start from minus 2. Okay, if I start substituting minus 2.1, I am getting some positive answer. Now, if I start substituting minus 2.2, I am getting some negative answer. So, dear student, where the root lies? Now, the root lies between minus 2.1 and minus 2.2. Now, what is my A? A is nothing but minus 2.2. And what about B? It is minus 2.1. Now, what about f of A? That is 0.048. And what is f of B? That is 1.039. And when I substitute this one in my regular falsy method, I'm going to get the answer minus 2.196. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to substitute this one in my f of x. In my second iteration, I'm going to substitute this value. After substituting, once again, I'm going to get the negative value, that is 0.002, which is less than 0. So, once again, it is positive or negative number. It's negative number. If it is negative number, what I want to do? I want to modify A value. So, instead of considering A, previous A, what I'm going to consider? The present X value is my A value. So, I got minus 2.196. So, the root lies between minus 2.196 comma minus 2.1. Now, I got my A, I got my B. Even I have my f of A and my f of B. And when I substitute this one in my equation, what I'm getting? I'm getting minus 2.198. So, I'm getting minus 2.198. 8. Here I am going to write the conclusion that hence the approximate value of the real root is minus 2.1958. So, which is approximate to minus 2.196. Okay, so here I got 2.196. Here also I got, see, I got same answer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the iteration. Anyway, dear student, in my today's session, I started with regular falsy method or false position method. Even I solved some of the example problem. Now, in my next session, I'm going to deal with Newton-Raphson method. So, dear student, all the iteration methods like bisection method, regular falsy method, as well as Newton-Raphson methods are very, very important from the examination point of view. So, don't neglect all the methods. Concentrate and study all the methods, because from each method you're going to get at least one question. Anyway, dear student, in my next session I'm going to deal with the third type of iteration method, that is Newton-Raphson method or NR method. So dear student, let's meet in the next session with more information about roots of an equation. Until that, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.